So first of all, tell us what Dumb Loud is all about, man. Like I see like the videos that you guys be posting on the Instagram and look like y'all are like really into some major stuff, man. I was kind of curious what you guys got going on.
Yeah, so Dumbloud is a subliminal cannabis streetwear brand based out of Pennsylvania.
Mm,
They've been around for, I believe, like 9 years now. Um, they've had a lot of celebrity hits, like a lot of people have worn their stuff. They've done a lot of things with celebrities, with Matt Barnes, Snoop Dogg, Athlete's First Cancer. Um, and basically, I'll be honest with you, the hardest part of advertising this brand with them has been Facebook. Facebook makes it really hard to advertise anything cannabis.
oh
You know what I mean?
yeah.
Mm,
Even if you're a T-shirt that has nothing to do with cannabis, you know what I mean?
right.
Like it's not made or has it or it. So yeah, that's been a tough thing with Dumbloud over the past years. But now that we found the metaverse, there's decentralized platforms and there's
Mm,
places like Meta, Horizon that still allow us to kind of advertise the brand. So
mm-hmm.
Mm,
they're trying to take advantage of that and kind of bring in virtual clothing into the metaverse
Mm-hmm.
and kind of grow the brand on a whole digital platform. So yeah,
Gotcha.
they do a lot of stuff. They also do a thing called the Dumb Loud Rundown, where they find some of the best artists in different cities, and then they run down on them with a film crew with a beat,
Oh, okay,
and
yeah.
whatever happens happens. If they don't spit bars, you it's still going on YouTube.
Right. Yeah,
So
I think I've seen a couple like there was one in like a carry out store, I think like a gas station or something like that.
yep,
Yeah.
right,
Okay, cool.
yeah, yeah, yeah. So they have fun. We all have fun. It's a good company to be a
so how
part
did
of.
y'all meet? Like, how did you link up with them? Is them like your partners or y'all met doing business?
So so I was actually I was a musician and I started opening for I guess you could say bigger names in the areas around me that had major venues. And
Okay.
when I started to open up for these shows, shout out to like the old Funk Volume crew and all them, Dizzy Wright, stuff like that. Um, he was a friend of mine, and I said, "Hey, let me advertise your brand at these shows." See, I just got
Yeah.
reset.
Hmm.
Oh, yeah. Where you go?
There we
Whoa.
go.
There you go.
Did you pull the trigger?
I didn't
did
pull nothing. Nope, nope.
you
It
just
just put
slipped
me
out the
down on the
chair?
floor. Yeah.
He slid out.
Man, I gotta check your
It,
waypoint settings.
maybe it's a
I must not have turned off I must not have disabled motion. I've got to check. See that I haven't I have to check that.
it's all
Mm.
Thanks
good,
for
man.
revealing
You
that.
slid out
Yeah,
the
yeah,
chair.
yeah.
He
Right.
slid out the chair.
Like I could fix it right now, but we would all have to. I could fix it right now, but we would have to refresh the room.
Yeah,
You know
yeah,
what I
no, no,
mean?
no, I feel you. I feel you.
Yeah. Okay. Sorry
But
about
no,
that, but
yeah.
Yeah, it's all good.
But
We
yeah,
was talking about the dumb
yeah,
loud.
Dumb Loud's
So
definitely
is
do
that
some
what
big things.
motivated the dumb loud smoke
Smoke
lounge?
Lounge.
Yes, that
Yeah,
was one of the
pretty
first
much.
ones that we went to. Man, we had a ball when we first got in there.
That's awesome. I'm glad you guys liked it. Yeah, that was the first one that we actually brought Dumb Loud into Horizon with. We weren't sure how to go about it because they're a clothing brand. So we figured why not make a spot where people can play and virtually smoke and hang out and have chill vibes with other
Right.
minded people who are into that. So that's kind of the route we went, and it kind of became a hit.
And it's probably a like a really good like marketing platform for for the type of business that Dumb Loud is,
Yeah.
the type of brand, right?
So actually, we're talking right now, and we're actually shooting for May 1st, but there's going to be a giant giveaway that we're doing. They're going to do a limited drop of T-shirts, so it's going to be only 420 of these T-shirts made. And if you buy one, you're entered to win an Oculus and One World by me in Horizon.
Nice.
Mm. What you gotta do to
That's
Yeah,
it.
enter?
you just got to buy one of the T-shirts
Buy a
out of the
T-shirt.
420. Yep, and then you're entered to win.
Mm.
Whoa.
But there's only
That's
420 shirts being sold in the whole company. You know.
Okay.
But that's what
Right.
their goal is, to do these limited drops, and that's what they're going to keep
Mm,
doing. Eventually, to where he owns a car dealership and he wants to give away one car with a special limited
mm.
drop per month, like a nice car.
Right. 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 Yeah. Now,
So
is that
yeah,
gonna is that gonna tie in with the NFTs?
That sound
yeah.
like that
Because
Well,
sound
the
like
like
an
whole
NFT.
since it's a limited number of
It
them,
sound
it
like an
seemed like
NFT.
yeah, it sounded
yeah.
like it
So
would be NFTable.
well, that's what they've always done. That like kind of had limited drops. They used to do hoodie drops because hoodies are
Mm,
so one of one, anyways. The way they're
right.
twisted and done.
Your audio settings. Your audio is
Is the audio one up?
yeah.
How about now?
Yep. Yep.
There
There
we
you
go.
go.
Yeah, I didn't touch anything. That's weird. But yeah, they're just doing these limited runs, and they actually have a bag set that they're going to be doing soon. That's like real nice suede inside with like embossed lettering of like the brand and stuff. It's pretty cool stuff.
Nice.
They're definitely moving forward. Definitely moving forward.
Nice. Nice. So so Hoodro,
Yo,
do you have any
I
more
was gonna
questions
ask
with
you.
that?
Yeah. About the with the dumb loud. Well, not really with the dumb loud. I think the space. It seems like since they're a clothing line, they're waiting to get into the wearables. Do y'all see Facebook? I think this question for both of y'all. Do y'all think Facebook is gonna open it up to where like we can have the wearables in their avatar section?
Mm.
That's what'll be hard.
Like a clothing marketplace.
Yeah,
I'm not
yeah.
sure if they're gonna.
I can see dumb loud. I can see
I
dumb
could
loud
see I could see Meta
being in that.
controlling their own clothing platform in a digital sense, or teaming up with another company to give us
Mm,
certain things. But I don't know if Facebook will ever allow us to actually bring in brands that are controlled by the people.
So you don't
I'm
think
mm.
not
we would
sure.
ever you so like the
I
way
don't
I've
know.
how I've got on my shirt and he's got his shirt on, you don't think we'll ever be able to do that in Horizon?
Um,
I think so.
Maybe in the future, not now. I don't think right now.
Yeah.
Like I don't think in the next year.
Mm.
I mean, I
Okay.
can't say it'll
Okay.
never happen because they
Right.
they could do anything, but I just see Facebook. I think they're going to use this metaverse not just for making ad money anymore. I think they're going to
Hmm.
find different routes, and digital products I think are going to be something that they would be stupid not to have being made by their creators to be put into a marketplace that can be sold and bought with their own currency, cryptocurrency.
So you think that they're gonna
Yeah.
launch a
Yeah.
crypto project?
Yeah, I definitely think that they're going to have their own crypto in here, their own marketplace. You're going to be able to have NFTs in here someday.
Yeah. I can see
And
that.
I don't understand
Okay.
why, because all these other platforms already have TVs and video and JPEG options. So it's got to happen.
So out of all the platform, let me
So
ask you
what
this.
uh,
Oh, go ahead. Go ahead. Go ahead.
no, you go ahead.
Okay. So out of all the platforms that's out here, right? Which one do you prefer the best?
Well, I'm still pretty new to it all.
Oh,
I've been
okay.
messing around a little bit in alt space, Somnium space, a little bit moving around in there.
Mm-hmm.
Before all this, that's actually what inspired um, one of Dumbloud's NFT projects that we were working on, which is the Vox Gang, is because Sandbox dropped. When I had learned
Mm.
about it, I got into building with Voxel.
Voxel
So I
art, yeah.
started thinking of like how can I make some projects with this program, and I came up with those little avatar people that were like Sandbox people,
Mm-hmm.
you know. But yeah, so I mean, I've been moving around in a couple of them.
Mm-hmm.
Horizon for sure. The movement and the characters are definitely on point.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if I mean, I've noticed when I go to other places, if I don't move like I do in Horizon, I kind of don't like it.
Right. Yeah,
I
I mean,
yeah,
don't
yeah.
like
I'm not
art. I
biased or
mean, I be
anything, but
seeing people. I be seeing people in art space. I don't like art space. I don't like VR chat. I don't
I
like.
don't
I
like
don't
VR
like.
chat.
I
VR
Alt
chat
space I like
is
I think
because
Verizon.
you have the
I think
ability to
Verizon got
build
the.
kind of like you do in Horizon with templates and kits and MREs, and they don't use a lot of scripting over there. And I think what it is they go for better looks and I guess worse avatars, but that wouldn't even be the case here because you look like you know. So I don't know. It's weird how they can't all like kind of work together on the same platform
yeah.
and just
Well,
choose
when
one main platform for us to all to you know merge to
yeah.
and separate from.
Well, when it comes to Hubs, Hubs is built by Mozilla, and
Yeah,
Mozilla is the same company that makes Firefox,
Firefox.
and yeah, they're a web, so they're taking a web VR approach. So basically, and me, the reason why I prefer Hubs so much is because I've got a web background, and so I've got it. Uh, this is a web VR approach. Like, so we essentially can build these type of rooms and not exactly the same way, but with a similar type of approach of building websites. And so like
Well,
that's
this is exactly like a 3D website.
website. Yeah, it's like a 3D
Yeah.
website. Exactly. Yeah. And so like that's why I enjoy Hub so much. But because it's a web VR approach, it's kind of limited, so it doesn't have like collision and like logic and all that sort of stuff.
Yeah,
Yeah, none of that. But we do have in here like gravity, but no physics. So like if I throw a ball, it can hit the ground. It'll travel at a certain speed, but it's not going to bounce off of anything with any like real physics type of
yeah.
Hmm.
interaction. Yeah.
So
So
back to your
so
question,
that's what
I choose
go ahead.
Horizon. I choose Horizon
Yeah.
definitely because
Yeah.
you can script. Because I mean, I know that we don't have the ability for this great of vision and in our worlds,
Yeah.
but it
Yeah.
pushes us to be better creators because they give you a limited amount of shapes. And the
Mhm.
shit that people, excuse my language, but the stuff that people are creating in here
It's
is mind
crazy.
blowing. Like
Right.
Yeah.
my
Yeah.
guy, my guy, my predecessor, as I say, Golden Hand, him
Mhm.
and the Mandalorian and the alley, like it's just
The
mind blowing how
Mandalorian.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
yeah
No,
how
I
detailed you can get as an artist in
right.
there. It's
That alley is stupid detail.
yeah,
That's
yeah.
Right. Yeah.
That's
crazy
my guy,
detail.
man.
Yeah, if you sit back and just really take your time and build, like you can, it seems like a person can build anything just about inside a horizon if you sit and like really take your time and creativity and use all of
Yeah.
the tools. Yeah.
Not even just use the
Yeah.
tools. Find like every day when I'm in there. Sometimes I'll just go into a room and I'll pull out like something stupid like a gizmo or a raycast thing or something, and I'll just start
Mm-hmm.
fooling around, changing things and messing with scripts and finding out new things I didn't know, or
Mm-hmm.
some new reaction comes out of a projectile a different way, or and I'm like, oh my
Mm-hmm.
god, look what I just found out, because
Right.
there
Right.
people are finding things out for the first time. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
They're actually creating the creations of the. I don't even know how to say it right. It's
But
still
the
beta, so they're creating the program as it goes, basically.
Right. Exactly. Yeah. Yeah.
he said he up to 20 worlds. Out of those 20 worlds that you have, which one is your baby?
My baby.
Got to be the
Yeah,
club,
your
right?
baby.
I
I don't. That's the
don't know.
smoke lounge. The smoke lounge.
Yeah, the
Which
Smoke
one is the one like you
Lounge
be
was
like, damn, like okay, like if you had to show somebody like an example who never been in the metaverse, which one you gonna take them to?
the one verse.
The one
The
verse?
one for okay.
Yeah,
I
yeah,
ain't
only
Yeah,
that
I
one
I ain't
like
got a
I
because
like
second
that
one.
podcast too. That's a
because
really go
I
ahead.
tried really hard to
The
be
one verse,
real.
the podcast.
Right.
Yeah,
Okay.
that's the one where I tried really hard to keep scale in thought. I wanted people to feel like they were like really in a real building, like low ceilings, something that was different from the norm of what they're used to. Um, and it has a lot of like technology in there, I guess, for Horizon Worlds. So
Mm-hmm.
It's definitely one of my favorite ones, and it's my favorite because
Mm.
as clients, they're they were like, just build something, make it
Hmm.
futuristic. We'll let you
And you was
create.
able to have your creative
Yeah,
control.
yeah, yep,
Right.
yep.
Yeah. And they seem happy with it too. I mean, I've watched each one of the podcasts that they've. I love watching their podcasts, by the way. But each they always give very high like regards in terms of how they feel about the space.
Mm.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, so I would say it's my favorite build so far.
Okay.
Lately we've
Hmm.
been doing me and Spicy actually, who's here in the audience. We've been actually
Hello,
working
Hey,
on a
Spicy.
Spice.
line,
What's up, Spice?
um, a line of what I'm hoping to be NFT buses. But if they're not, they're just going to be these worlds that we sell in Horizon. But it's basically house buses, 2-story double decker, fully
Hmm.
furnished, laced out, top notch, full capacity, and people can have like their own homes in the metaverse. If
Gotcha.
they can't afford a huge mansion, then I'm
Yeah,
sure someone's selling
right,
for $7,000 or
right.
whatever it is.
A
They
tiny
can
home.
still get a piece of the action,
Right.
yeah,
Give
and
them a
chill in
little
style.
tiny
They
home.
can chill in style.
Oh, okay, okay.
Now, is that related in any way to your rolling party? I mean, your rolling studio.
Well, I had an idea to do a bus before, a party bus. Someone dropped one. I've always been the type of builder where I don't like stepping on anyone's feet, and I don't like taking other people's ideas. I mean, there's times where I've walked into clubs and saw something, and I was like, "That's exactly what I'm doing in my build right now." So I'll go
Hmm.
back and I just delete it and I go a different route. With the bus, I didn't want to do the party bus because someone else did it, so I kind of said I'll hold off.
Yeah, I
Once
seen
we
the
did the
party bus.
first house bus,
The bubble
once we
bus.
did the yeah, 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 Danica, I think it is.
Yeah.
But once I did the first house bus with Spicy, I was like, you know what? I'm just gonna bust out this studio bus, like I want to mess with a bus,
Right.
and it kind
Does
of
it
gave me
roll?
the
Does it
idea.
drive?
It does not drive right now, no.
Okay.
It could in the future though, with some
Right.
scripting. Yeah.
Yeah.
Mm.
I just don't know how people would. They already get motion sickness in here, so if you put them on a bus that was
Right.
moving
Yeah.
while they're trying to
Yeah.
rap, I don't know how that would go.
Right. Yeah. That would
It
be.
would be cool if I could make it look like it was on a road moving, though. I never thought about
Hmm.
that. You just spawn in it.
Hmm.
Sweet.
Cool. Yeah. So what about the detention room? What's that all about?
So detention was just literally an idea. I've noticed a bunch of kids running around rampant, and I thought, where I thought, people are tired of
Lock
babysitting
them
these
up.
kids. Where can we send them? You know what I mean? And I'm sure every parent out there loves when their kids goes to detention because they have an extra 45 minutes of their own time or an hour. No, jokes though, but no, I just wanted a place for kids to go where they felt a connection. I honestly didn't search to see if there were any schools or anything. I just, when I get an idea in my head, I have to build it, and
Hmm.
it was just, I built it literally. If you went on my stats, it says 2 hours, and I just put it
Dang.
together, and I
You
popped
put
it
that
out
together
there.
in 2 hours?
2 hours, yeah, yep.
Whoa.
And as soon as I published it, I went into the world, and just people started unloading behind me, coming into the world. And
Really?
the first 3 days, I got 3,200 visits.
Whoa.
Mm.
Yeah, so
Mm.
it was cool. A lot of kids liked it. A lot of kids came through. Oh, you just threw hands.
The
But
so
yeah,
let me
it
ask
was
you this though.
it
So
was
let
a
me
good
ask you
idea
this
though.
though. Let's go back a step. How did you get into building the world? Were you already into doing like building before Horizon, or did you
So I
just
got the
jump in
no
and go
no.
crazy?
So I got the Oculus in, geez, this would have been like during COVID. So 2020, maybe like August of 2020. I
Yeah.
fooled around with some of the games in there and stuff, and then I did find Horizon when that came available. There was a beta option. I don't even remember how I went about it, but I did get into beta, and I remember I took like the time to try to build, and there was no snap tool, and I spent, I kid you not, like 2 hours trying to like make three walls align the way I wanted them to.
It's
And I
It
was
hard.
sound
just
like
like,
me.
I was
Sound like
forget
me.
this. Yeah, I got out of it, and I think like months went by, and then one day I just looked over at it, and I was like, I need to get into here. There's something about this that like I need to be building, And I didn't have any architectural history, or I mean, I'm an artsy person. I've always been creative, and I've always been visual. So I think coming in here, because I'm constantly visualizing what I want to do, I can just take the tools and build. And
Mm.
Wow.
it's been going quick. It's been going fun. Met some
That's
cool
dope.
people.
Do you
But yeah.
when you first started building, did you notice any type of like difficulty getting used to being inside the headset? Like did you ever have any
So
problems with
no,
being in for long
I
periods of
did.
time?
Oh my goodness, I did. My
my
stomach
first
started
actually
hurting.
when I first got this thing and I set it all up when I first got the Oculus, I think the first thing I found was that roller coaster game. And I
Mm,
started riding it and I saw like these like black things come in and you're in this weird box and I'm like, wait a minute, what's going on? That's not how not how a roller coaster looks. And I took it right off the main setting and just went full bore. And I didn't feel sick at all. I actually started going with the curves and I was shooting and ever since that day I've never had one moment where I felt dizzy or sick. Everyone who tries this though gets some sort of
mm.
sickness. I don't
But
Yeah,
what
understand
about
yeah.
why.
staying in for long periods of time? Like, does it bother
I
you? Like, do you?
no, I my record is it's 16 hours with like 3 breaks. I had like 20-minute
Damn.
breaks, but I was I
The
did
Meta
16
King.
hours. My first month when I came in here and I started learning how to build, I was like, listen, I gotta put in work and figure this out. So I literally did. I remember my first week was like 5 straight days of like 12 to 16-hour days. And then the next 2 or 3 weeks, I did like 12-hour days. Like I remember waking up from 4 hours of sleep being like, you need to be productive. Get up, put on the headset.
Right.
And that's how I was my first
Dang.
month.
Yeah. Yeah.
But it's paying off. It's
Right.
slingshotting me out. So yeah, I definitely
That's major, man.
Yeah, especially coming just jumping in, getting to it, getting busy. I thought you was an architect or something. Like, oh, he's a builder. He's a builder.
I mean it's kinda like
So
Ratatouille. I don't know if you remember that movie. It's like anyone can cook. I feel like anyone can build if they really dedicate some time to learn how.
Yeah.
mhm.
I think people rush. I shouldn't say this because I rush out projects, but I think a lot of people just they rush to get their project out to have it seen. People like Golden take months, weeks,
Right.
you
Mhm.
know.
Yeah. Take your time and do it
So
right.
yeah, because good stuff comes. There's a guy that just dropped a house. His name's Rex Rod. Shout out to him. He did an amazing build. It took him a month, 80 hours dedication to
Mm,
one house, and it's the most beautiful house build I've seen on Horizon this far. It's
for
beautiful,
Mm.
real?
man. Yeah, you should check it out.
Yeah, I like finding new stuff every time I go in. What is some of the
You
what's some
guys
of your
should roll
favorite
with me
worlds?
someday, man. We should all go world
Of
hopping.
course.
Yeah, let's go
Yeah.
world hopping.
Of
Yeah, I'm
course.
down.
Yeah, you
Yeah.
probably can show us some new shit because I be like, man, I need to.
Oh,
I get
man, you
Yeah,
can
stuck
I've
in
show
my
seen
us.
it.
normal.
There's a guy in one of the community pages actually. He has a PDF of over 1,000 worlds listed,
Dang, a
like
thousand
name,
Horizon
worlds.
Worlds.
title. Yep, all the Horizon worlds that he's found so
Whoa.
far. Yeah,
I bet it's some
but
really
he's
dope
he's been
worlds in
giving out the
Horizon,
list.
isn't it? Yeah.
Right, right.
Yeah, there is,
We ain't
man.
even
There's some
tipped the
dope ones.
iceberg yet.
Well, you
Yeah,
guys
we
know
haven't
Wendy's.
right.
Wendy's is there now, right? In Horizon. Shout out to
No, I didn't know that.
Wendy's for bringing the burger into the big league.
Oh, Wendy's is in Horizon.
Yeah, they have 3 worlds now in Horizon.
No way.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, yep,
That's
they
gonna
have
get
3 worlds
that's
now.
gonna get other businesses on board. That's gonna
Oh,
that
definitely.
how long have
That's
they
the
been in there?
slingshot.
Right.
April 2nd is when it dropped.
Whoa, that's gonna be major, man. That's gonna have a
Yep,
lot
Oh,
of
2 days ago. Yeah, yeah. Okay.
yep.
yeah, that's
Two
gonna
days
have a
Yeah, so
ago.
lot of
if you get on there, head over there tonight and check out Wendy's.
most definitely. Most definitely. So what does the metaverse mean to you, man? Like what is this all about as far as your vision?
Um, honestly, growing and networking. To be honest with you, when I first came in here, I didn't think about making money. I didn't think about any of that. I actually thought it was just a game,
Mhm.
and I'm starting to realize that it's actually a community of people who kind of see it the way we see it. You know, that it's a place to network. It's a place to build and grow. It's a place to advertise. It's a place to connect with new people. You know,
Mhm. Right.
You know what though? That what I like that y'all did was able to create it and then turn it into. I mean, to be able to monetize it. I thought that was dope. I
yeah.
still think it's
Well, that
dope.
it's heading
You
to
know what I'm saying?
monetization. That's why we have stats now for all of our worlds.
Mhm.
But
No, I'm
as I
talking
was
about far
saying,
as you, like as a creator, to be able to build something, then somebody walk up to you and be like, "Yo, bro, can you build me one?"
oh
Like, and
yeah,
then
yeah, yeah.
start
That's been
start
great to
like
have
that.
walking
Yeah,
traffic. I've had
yeah.
people come up to me and say, you know, I love what you do. Do you build for people? Of course, yeah. You know, what can I do to help? You know, but as I was saying
Mhm.
back about the metaverse, like when I first came in here, I kind of thought this is kind of like a second. It's funny, like second life. You know, it's kind of like a second chance to do things
Mhm.
differently. You know, be kind to people, whatever it is other people might need help with. You know, but it's
Right.
definitely a second place to kind of do things differently or better than your real life. You know,
Mhm.
because it kind of leads back into your real life.
Right.
So I just hope it grows, man.
Yeah.
I want to be a part of it. I want to be a part of building it, um, because I'm sure my son's gonna be on here someday.
Right. Most
Sweet.
definitely. Sweet. Yes, sir. Well, you got anything else, Hydro?
Uh, not really. I want to go world hopping. I'm trying to world hop and see what's out here.
That's
Give me
funny.
some motivation, some inspiration.
Yes,
But yeah,
sir.
though,
Yes,
bro, all
sir.
your worlds that I've been through so far have been dope. I thought
Thank
you
you,
was
thank
like
you.
you probably like the only world creator that I really know who put it down like that. So
Yeah.
There's
so
a lot
big
of
Yeah,
great
salute.
ones
man.
out there, man. There
So
really
salute.
is. I
I was stuck in the
appreciate
smoke lounge, man. The smoke lounge and the other
Yeah.
club. What was the other one?
That
The
blue
Club
Club
Cloud.
Cloud.
Was it?
Club Cloud,
Club
yeah. That
Club
Cloud.
was
Cloud was
Yeah.
that
dope
was my
too.
first club.
Yeah.
That was that's a
Yeah.
whole other story. That was an interesting time coming in there.
It goes down in Club
Is it still
Cloud.
open?
Yeah,
Is
it's
Club
it's
Cloud still
actually
open?
I kind of redesigned. I didn't redesign it. It still looks the same. But I switched some things up, updated it, and it's now Club Oasis.
Oh,
Gotcha.
Club Oasis.
Yeah, so had to do an update to
Nice.
it.
I can't wait till
Nice.
everybody come on get on board, man. Cause he's gonna do some crazy stuff with these worlds. They can do some
Yeah,
crazy stuff.
yeah.
When do y'all
Yeah.
anticipate it like taking off like that? Wendy's though, that's the start. I think that's gonna start bringing more, more business
People
into
Yeah.
it, but
people are definitely looking.
more people.
There's definitely a
Mm-hmm.
project that I'm hoping to be a part of. Well, I mean, I know I'm going to be a part of, but there's going to be some bigger people coming into Horizon Metaverse here shortly. Um, from all different aspects, you know what I mean? From music industry to movie industry to business, corporations, you know. So it's
Mm-hmm.
going to be interesting, but there's definitely I got some big stuff, some big news coming here soon. So
Okay,
Yeah.
stay tuned.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
Stay
Yeah.
tuned.
Most
Breaking
definitely.
news.
definitely.
We're gonna break it
Yes,
here.
sir. Man, I
That's funny.
appreciate you. I appreciate you coming out, man.
Hey man, I met
Oh,
you
and
early. I met you
yeah.
early in the game. Yep, we're
Yeah,
both
man.
what do you call it? Like godfathers of the metaverse over here.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. And we ain't going nowhere but up.
Hey man.
Yes, sir.
Yep.
Well, I
Yes,
appreciate you
sir.
coming through, man. I appreciate you for having me too, Rich Rich.
For sure, man. Appreciate you all for
We
coming through.
appreciate Spicy
Also,
Nuggies in the building.
all
Another
right,
builder.
bro.
Had to get her on. Had to get her on. Another builder in the building. Go check
Yeah,
out her
what
world.
what's the world? You said you and Spicy Nugget have a world together?
We actually have two. It's Horizon's uh, house bus. That's what you search
The
it under.
house bus. Okay.
Yeah,
House
we're actually
bus.
looking to do a whole line of 50 of them, and they'll just be limited. So like we won't make any more after that.
50 house buses?
Yeah.
Oh, okay, that's that. Yeah, okay, gotcha. Yeah,
Yep.
right.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah. So even if you want a custom one, hit us up. You can always do
Yeah.
custom house
I'm
bus.
gonna I'm gonna check that out.
Have your own spot to
Wh-
party in the metaverse.
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah, so yeah, man, let people know how they can get with you though if they want a world build.
Yeah, definitely. You can hit me on Instagram at DunderBuildz. I'm also on YouTube at DunderBuildz as well. You can find me on Horizon as Dunder Splifflin.
Dunder Spliffing.
Thunder
Hmm.
Yep.
Spliffling.
Alt space. I'm over there. You'll catch me running around here and there. That's
the
DunderBuildz meta.
so somebody come up to you and be like, "Yo, bro, I want to build a world," and they got this crazy idea. Like, how do you go? Do it go by the detail, or how do you like? How do they? How do it go when somebody want a build, whether it's a small build or a big build? I mean, like, how do you break it down
There's a
to
lot
get
of
that?
aspects to it, man. To be honest with you, because of capacity issues.
Yeah,
That's one thing that we kind of. I'm not sure how you have on other platforms, how other builders have. I'm sure they have some sort of a capacity,
Yeah,
space
but
well, we
restrict.
have, yeah, there's
we get
always
we
capacity.
we get we get 3,000 objects, and that's all you get for objects.
Mm,
Um, so it's really hard because a lot of us builders end up reaching that 99%, and we still have tons of space for simulation, geometrics, and all that. But we're cut off by building anymore, so we always have to
How
backtrack
does
or just change the build up a little bit, or so it's
mm.
definitely
how are they
harder over there.
calculating it? How are they calculating an object?
So every object is itself, even if you make it non-collidable, it still counts as an object. What we've been hoping to get is some sort of a grouping. So when you group objects, say we make like a statue, if we
Right.
were to group that and make it one grouped item, it wouldn't become one object, but it should. If they did
It
that, we
should,
would
right,
have more
yeah.
space to build. It still leaves
Right.
it as accounts of objects. It's just together now.
Mm. So every primitive, every shape is so you get
It's an
3,000
object.
shapes essentially.
Yes, yep, yep. And certain shapes
Ah.
take up more capacity. You know what I mean?
Mm, mhm.
So
Okay,
it's been
but
interesting.
there it is.
Yeah, it's been interesting.
Yeah.
You want
Yeah.
your world build? Get with my man.
Yes,
You want a
sir.
hub build? Get with my man. But these two, get with these two are builders. I'm a novice. You know.
Yeah, but definitely if you want to bring your company
I'm a
into the metaverse, especially Horizon Worlds, hit me up and we'll get you started on a good plan. And I'm always offering tech support for the first month after I give you a build. So we'll make sure you're taken
okay.
care of and teach you how to kind of run the ropes of your own world.
There it is.
Major. Major, man. Major. Love it. Yes, sir.
So you
Yes,
gonna
sir.
sign
Awesome,
us out?
awesome.
You gonna sign us out, Rich? How you sign out?
I don't have a
You just
sign out yet.
you just cut out. Oh, that's it. Show's over.
I'm learning
Thank
how to
you
be
for
a
coming through.
podcaster as we go
So come through. Thank you for
along.
coming through. Stay tuned for the
That's
next
funny.
one. Thanks for watching. Yeah, okay. That's it.
That's funny.